Let Manush. Hari Om. Namaste children. Welcome to the last Sanskrit session of this month and as well as this summer. Okay. Now we'll have a break after May. June again we will start. So let us start this today's program as usual with a prayer. Manushi can repeat after me. Ready? Om Vakratunta Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambam Karishyami Siddhi Bhavatu Me Sada Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwarah Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Thank you, Manushi. Your hairstyle is beautiful. Now over to who is going to sing bhajan? Ganesh bhajan, I think. Sudhanya.
Ananya. We start today's program with a Ganesh bhajan by Ananya. Ananya.
Vinayaka Siddhita Shivatanaya Siddhita Shivatanaya Bhutipradaya Gajana Parvati Nandana Bhavaya Gajana Parvati Nandana Bhavaya Gajana Yuga Jaya Shri Ganesha Yuga Yuga Pandita Jaya Ganesha Gajavadana Ganana Gajavadana Vinayaka. Dhanyavad.
Very good, Ananya. Okay. Now, Lakshmi Mami will call out the names of junior children for chanting the slokas.
Yeah. First, Manushi again. Karavandanam.
Karavandanam.
Kara Devasati Lakshmi Karamande Saraswati Karamude Govindaha Karande Garadasna.
Very good. Next, Grahit Bhumi Vandanam.
Samudravasane Devi Pada Sarsham Swamaswame Vishnu Patni Namastubhyam Pada Sarsham Swamaswame.
Thank you. Nice, Grahit. Next, Samvrita Nadi Vandana.
Gange Chamune Cheva Godavari Saraswati Nirmade Sindhu Kaveri Jalesman Sannidhim Kuru. धन्यवादः।
Thank you, Samrita. Now, Akshobhya is absent, I think. No, Sudha?
Present, ma'am.
Akshobhya
has come. Akshobhya has come.
Akshobhya is there. Okay. Can you chant Deepa Vandanam, Akshobhya?
Ma'am, next week.
Next week? Not today?
Actually,
uh,
he have learned that Karagre Vasate, Karavandanam, all those things he know. He doesn't know that's ma'am. That's
Okay. Okay. Deepa Vandanam. Actually, I have put it in the group. Anyway, Samrita, can you chant?
Or let him
Deepa
chant what he knows. Lakshmi Mami, anything that
Okay. Okay. He knows that same Karagre. Okay. Come on. Then same thing, whatever you know, you chant.
कराग्रे वसते लक्ष्मी करमध्ये सरस्वती करमूले तु गोविन्द प्रभाते करदर्शनम्.
Very good. Very good. That you remember nicely, no? Nice. Now, Deepa Vandanam, Samrita can chant.
Yes, Amma.
Come on.
शुभं करोति कल्याणं आरोग्यं धनसम्पदा शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योति नमोस्तुते.
Very good. Now, next is Hayagriva Stotram. I think it is Likita. Is she there or absent?
Likita is there.
Likita is there. Hayagriva Stotram.
No, I know that.
Yeah. Do.
Can I chant?
No, Likita is present, no? Let her chant. Hayagriva Stotram.
ज्ञानानन्दमयं देवं निर्मलं वन्दनम्. ज्ञानानन्दमयं देवं निर्मलं स्फटिकाकृतिम् आधारं सर्वविज्ञानं हयग्रीवं उपासते.
Good. Very good. Now, next Vedant Junior.
Ma'am, Bhojanam Vandanam, right?
Bhojana Vandanam. Yes, correct.
ब्रह्मार्पणं ब्रह्म हविः ब्रह्माग्नौ ब्रह्मणाहुतं ब्रह्मेण तेन गन्तव्यं ब्रह्म कर्म समाधिना.
Excellent. Nicely you have practiced, eh? Vedant? Nice. Very nice. Next, Vinishri is there.
Amma.
Buddhir Balam.
Vinisha, I think, is not there.
No.
Vinishri, I have written. Is it Vinisha or Vinishri?
Vinisha.
Vinisha.
Okay. She's not there, eh?
She is not.
Who can chant? Who can chant then Buddhir Balam, Yashodairyam? Anybody?
Yes, Amma.
Come on.
बुद्धिर्वनं यशोधैर्यं निर्मलिकनं अजयनं तुल्यं.
Actually, she forgot. I think she will repeat after you, ma'am, if you want. Amma.
Okay. No problem. That's okay. Next is Adya. Adya is Dakshinamurti Stotra. Yes.
ॐ नमो भगवते दक्षिणामूर्तये मह्यं मेधां प्रज्ञां प्रयच्छ स्वाहा.
Can you chant 2 more times? 3 times if you chant, it is good.
ॐ नमो भगवते दक्षिणामूर्तये मह्यं मेधां प्रज्ञां प्रयच्छ स्वाहा. ॐ नमो भगवते दक्षिणामूर्तये मह्यं मेधां प्रज्ञां प्रयच्छ स्वाहा.
Excellent. Thank you. Now last one, Nidra Vandanam. Yokshit is there?
Yokshit also is not there.
Not there. Then who can chant Nidra Vandanam? I think Junior Vedant, can you chant with your brother's help?
Amma, I can chant.
Okay, then you do. Or you tell him, you tell your brother.
Ramaskandam, Hanumantam, Vainateyam, Vrikodaram, Sayana, Smarayan, स्मर्यन् नित्यं दुःस्वप्नं तस्य नश्यति.
Very nice. Thank you, Sai Nishant and Vedant. Thank you. Now next is
Thank you.
no, this now juniors chance is over. Now Sudha, what is next actually?
Next is talk by Ariv. After the
okay.
senior chanting.
Yeah. After senior chanting.
Ariv will talk.
Now Ari will talk.
After that, senior
Now,
chanting.
after that,
Ariv
yeah.
will talk.
Over to you, Arif.
So, namaste everyone. My name is Arif Rao. So today I'm going to speak how I manage my time except for my studies. So I'm a nature lover. I love environment, and I don't only love environment. I love everything that makes our earth happy and livable. So that's why I do small things to conserve them, like planting trees and teaching people how to conserve them. But it's not easy as we think. Some volunteers say that we will only come to do the work if media coverage is there, if we will get our name in the newspaper. And some others will say that we will lead the project, but we won't do anything because we don't like soil, we won't dig and do anything. And some of the volunteers are interested, but their parents won't allow, and they will say, no, why do we need to conserve nature? It's just a waste of time. It will lead nothing to you in life. So it's hardships which we face, but still I'm determined to do something. So I'm searching volunteers. I'm determined, and I will be determined. When I'm tired and I stop working, I think about my inspiration. One of my inspiration is Jadav Payen from Assam. He has restored a whole forest with over a plant for 1 lakh trees. He has restored it all by himself. Timakkam from Karnataka. She's over 100 years old, and she has planted thousands and thousands of trees in her life. This gives me energy. This motivates me to do something. It's not just time to say something, it's time to act. So let's act and do something for our nature. It's just a small thing. It takes 20 minutes to plant 4 trees, or 20 minutes to plant at least 2 trees. Can't you spare 20 minutes in a week? It's so easy. If 10 to 20 people will spare 20 minutes per week and plant at least 4 plants in that 20 minutes, imagine how much it is. It's 200 plants being planted so easily. So that's how we should conserve nature. Thank you.
Great, Ariv. Your speech was so inspiring. At this young age, you are showing so much concern for this nature. That is really worthwhile. Very good example you are setting for others, and the way you expressed also was very good. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Now over to the senior children, Mummy, for
Yeah. So for Gita Dhyanam, first is Kushi. First 4 lines.
Yes, Amma. ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणि भगवतम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्बा त्वयाम् अनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्. धन्यवादः.
Very good. Thank you, Kushi. Nicely you have practiced. Now next, Hasini, second and third. 2 lines each.
Yes, ma'am. Hari Om, Amma.
नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे पुल्लारविन्दायत पत्रनेत्रे येन त्वयां भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमय प्रदीपः प्रपन्नपारिजाताय तोत्रवैत्रैकपाणये जन्ममुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतमृदः दुहे नमः.
It is actually Jnana Mudraya, not Janma Mudraya. Okay, Jnana Mudraya Krishnaya. Repeat.
ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय
Geetamritaduhe Namaha.
गीतामृतदुहे नमः.
Thank you. Next, Vedant, 4 and 5, 2 lines each. Vedant,
Veda, can you unmute yourself? He's here.
Vedant, do you have net problem, Vedant?
Yes, sir. Now it's resolved.
Okay.
yeah. Start.
सर्वोपनिषदो गावो दोग्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्ससुधीर्भोक्ताः दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत्.
Next one also.
वसुदेव
Vasudev.
वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्.
Nice chanting. Vedant, you have chanted very fluently, easily. So nice. Now next is Sai Nishan. Sai Nishan.
भीष्मद्रोणटता जयद्रथजला गान्धारनीलोत्पला शल्यग्राहवती कृपेण वहनि कर्णेन वेलाकुला अश्वत्थामविकर्णघोरमकरा दुर्योधनवर्तिनी सोत्तीर्ण खलु पाण्डवैरननधि कैवर्तक केशवः. धन्यवादः.
Excellent, Sai Nishan. Actually, your brother was concerned. Should I inform my brother? He was asking. So he informed you and you have practiced well. Huh? Nice, very nice. Next, Virat, 7th one.
पाराशर्यवच सरोजममलं गीतार्थगण्डोत्कटं नानाख्यानककेशरं हरिकदा सम्बोधनाबोधितम् लोके सज्जन षट्पदैर्हरः पेपीयमानं मुदा भूयात् भारत पंकजं कलिमल प्रध्वंसिन श्रेयसे.
Very nice, Virat. Now, 8th sloka, Vaishnavi.
हरि ओम मम्मा. मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम्.
Very nice. Thank you. Last, Vishruta.
यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्र रुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैः स्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गार्यन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुः सुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः.
Excellent. Vishruta, all of you have chanted very well. I'm very happy. And at the same time, all of you should be able to chant the full Dhyana Sloka. During summer camp, we can chant the whole Dhyana Sloka. Keep practicing. Okay? Thank you. Over to Sudha ma'am.
Now next, Sai is going to present about Adi Shankara, life of Adi Shankara. See, he will be asking a quiz also based on Adi Shankara. Whatever he tells, you all have to listen carefully. He is going to put up a quiz to all of you. You'll have to answer. Okay? So Sai, you will present your slides yourself.
Amma. Amma, you did not allow for sharing the screen.
Okay, okay.
I sent a request.
Are you able to do it now, Sai?
No, Master.
Okay, let me see. I have given access now. Check now, Sai.
Yes, my God.
Okay.
ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. This is the verse which we use in the beginning of every single Adi Shankaracharya shlokas. Oh. Namaste everyone. At May 2nd, we will be celebrating a very special occasion, Shankara Jayanti, the birth anniversary of the great saint Adi Shankaracharya. Adi Shankara was not only a great teacher but also a sage who taught that God and all the living beings are one and the same. His teachings remind us that deep inside we all share the same divine light. Adi Shankara was born in Kaladi, Kerala, to his parents Shivaguru and Aryamba, who prayed to Lord Shiva for a child. Even as a little boy, by the age of 5, he could read and write Sanskrit and chant the Vedas. At just 8 years old, he decided to take sannyas. He left home to fully focus on the spiritual life. He showed that even children can have great knowledge, devotion, and purpose. Shankara wanted to find a guru to guide him. He walked more than 2000 kilometers all by himself until he met Guru Govinda Bhagavat Pada. His guru taught him the doctrine of Advaita Vedanta, the idea that everything is connected. After that, Shankara traveled across India on foot, teaching the people that there is no separation between God and us. He spread love, unity, and knowledge everywhere he went. To keep spiritual learning alive, Adi Shankara built 4 great mathas in different parts of India. In the north, in Joshimut. In the east, Puri. In the west, Dwaraka. And in the south, Sringeri. Shankara also had 4 great disciples. Their names were Padmapada, Sureshwara, Hastamalaka, and Totakacharya. He wrote beautiful commentaries on sacred books like Bhagavad Gita and the Upanishads. He composed devotional hymns like Bhaja Govindam, Kanakadara Stotram, and Saundarya Lahari, making deep truths easy to understand through simple songs. At just 32 years old, Adi Shankara went to the Himalayas to meditate and find inner peace. He entered a cave near Kedarnath and was never seen again. Till today, it was believed that he became one with the divine. We still today feel his presence guiding us. At Omkareshwar, the 108 feet statue, which is known as Statue of Oneness, has been built, showing Adi Shankara as a 12-year-old boy full of wisdom and purity. His life teaches us that it's not about how long we live, but how meaningfully we live. So now I'll be asking you questions. Where was Adi Shankaracharya born and in which century?
Ready to answer this? Where was Adi Shankaracharya born? In which town in Kerala? Name of the
Raise your
place
hands. Give a chance.
and in which century?
Hasini.
Amma, I don't know the century, but I can say the place.
Okay.
Amma, he was born in Kaladi, Kerala.
It is not Kaladi, it is Kaladi. Okay. Century?
Century, who knows? Sai, you can.
Sai, you tell.
Amma, he was born on the 8th century.
8th century. Okay, very good. Next question.
At what age did Shankara take sannyas or reunification?
Amma, can I answer
Enunciate.
Virat?
Age of 8.
Somebody,
Amma, can I Virat?
Virat.
somebody
Hania.
already told.
Virat.
Amma, age of 8, Amma.
Very
Yeah.
good. Okay.
Ah.
Raise your hand so we can
Don't
give a
say
chance.
the answer, okay?
Okay.
Next question, Sai. Go
Who
on.
was the guru of Adi Shankara?
Amma
Who
may
can say?
V Vaishnavi.
V Vaishnavi.
Amma Govinda Bhagavad Pada.
Very good.
How many matas did Shankara establish? Can you name any one? Each one can say one.
Manushri. How many matas? Yes. Anybody?
Manushri. Vaishnavi.
Amma, Hasini.
Hania.
Somebody else.
Adya.
Adya.
Hania. 4 matas. Sringeri.
Very good. Can you tell the other three also? Does anybody know? Remember? Arif?
And V Vaishnavi.
Ma'am, I don't remember the third one, but I remember only two.
Okay.
Dwaraka and Joshimath.
It's
Very
Joshimath. It's not Dwaraka.
Dwaraka, Joshimath, and
and one
Sringeri.
Shri-
One more is left out. Who can tell?
V
that?
Vaishnavi.
In the east.
Puri.
Yes, Puri.
Puri,
Very
okay.
good. Yes. Sai, next question.
At what age did Adi Shankaracharya believed to have attained Mahasamadhi, meaning left his body?
Amma, can I Virat?
We'll see if anybody else who's not answered gets a chance. Then we'll come to you, Virat. Okay. Okay, Virat, you tell.
Amma, 32.
Very good.
That's correct. Where is the 108 feet tall statue of oneness installed?
Amma, can I Virat?
Amma,
Hasini.
Anybody else?
And V
Hasini.
Vaishnavi.
No, Hasini and Virat have already answered. Anybody else?
Amma
Others have not been listening.
Vaishnavi. Hyderabad.
No.
Who is that?
Amma, can I Virat?
Hasini. Okay, now we'll give chance to Hasini.
Amma, at Omkareshwar.
Omkareshwar. Very
In
good.
which state is it located?
Who can tell that also? Yes.
Okay.
Omkareshwar is in?
Amma, is it Uttaranchal?
No, it's in
Madhya
Madhya
Pradesh.
Pradesh.
Madhya
Yes.
Pradesh.
Madhya Pradesh.
Yes, very good. Next question, Sai.
Name one famous hymn written by Adi Shankaracharya.
Amma, can I Virat?
Somebody who has not answered first,
Ah.
then we will default come
Those
to
have not
Virat.
answered, you tell.
Famous hymn, many hymns are there, no? We have
He
done this.
mentioned some names also. Huh?
Yes, Adya.
Amma Bhaja Govindam.
Very good. Any more?
Amma, can I Virat?
Hania.
Hania.
I don't know it's correct or not. It's Bhagavad Gita.
No,
Bhagavad
no.
Gita, he didn't write. He only wrote the commentary for that.
Okay.
Can I Virat?
Virat.
Amma, didn't he write the Guru Ashtakam?
Yes, Guru Ashtakam. Yeah.
There are still two more. Which are
Yes. Okay. Sai, you want to name few more and then go to the next question?
Amma, one of them is Kanakadara Stotram and the other one is Soundarya Lahari.
Very good.
Many more are there. Okay, we'll stop here. Next question.
Who were the four main disciples of Adi Shankara? Name anyone for you.
Amma may I V Vaishnavi.
Kushi.
Amma, can I Virat?
First Kushi, then
Kushi.
Tokacharya.
Sureshwara. Totakacharya. Okay. Totakacharya.
Okay, who are the other three? V Vaishnavi.
Amma, can I Virat?
V Vaishnavi will give
Amma, I was about to say the same one.
Totakacharya. Okay, the remaining three, nobody else. Vedan doesn't remember.
Amma, can I?
Wait, Virat. Okay, only Virat seems to be listening. Okay, Virat, go ahead.
Other
Amma, one of them is Padmapada.
Very good.
Is Padmapada one?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Padmapada is one, Totakacharya, and that's yeah, that's all I really remember.
Sai.
Sai, complete the other two.
Amma may I try once?
Yes.
Amma, is it by any chance Hastamalaka?
Yeah. Hastamalaka.
Hastamalaka. Last one.
One more is left. Sureshwaracharya. Okay. Next question.
Last question.
Last question.
This is for the juniors. Which cave near a temple is believed to be Shankara's final resting place?
Amma, I'm Arif. Can I answer?
Okay,
Arif, go ahead.
Kedarnath.
Yes,
Very-
that's also that's correct.
Very good.
So,
Dhanyavadaha.
you should know about Adi Shankaracharya. He was such a great saint. We should be proud of him. He's called shining jewel of our Bharat. Okay. We go to the next one now. Adya is going to tell a story that is also from Adi
Amma, can I
Shankaracharya.
say something at the last?
Yes, I.
So let us all bow down to the great Adi Shankaracharya, who taught us to recognize the divine within ourselves and within everyone around us. May his light inspire us always to walk the path of truth, love, and unity. Thank you all so much, and Dhanyavadaha.
Very nicely you presented, Sai, about the life of Adi Shankaracharya, and the quiz also. Very good. Okay.
Now over to Adya Abhirami. Adya, you will be presenting your slides yourself?
Sama.
Okay.
Oh Mama, Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Today I will be telling a story to you all about Adi Shankara, how he helped his mother. Shri Shankara's mother, Aryamba, used to go for a holy bath to the sacred river Purna every day. On her way back home, she would visit Lord Krishna's temple and offer her prayers daily. One hot summer day, Mother Aryamba went to the river as usual, but even after a long time, she did not return home. Young Shankara was very worried and went in search of her. He saw that she had fainted and was lying unconsciously on the river bank. He immediately sprinkled water and got her back to her senses and slowly brought her back home. Shankara loved his mother so much, he felt very sad that this happened. So he sincerely prayed to God, saying, Dear God, with your grace, anything is possible. Please bring the river closer to our house so my mother need not walk a long distance to take her holy bath every day. That night, it rained so heavily that the river Purna changed its course and started to flow close to Sri Shankara's house. Even today, we can see the river Purna now is called as Periyar in Kaladi, close to the mud. Fact: one day, a reputed geologist visited Kanchipuram to have darshan of Kanchi Mahaswamigal. Kanchi Swamigal requested him to arrange for a diver to dive and take out sand from two different locations of the river Purna, presently called River Periyar. One location should be where the river Purna enters Kerala before it diverts into entering Kaladi. The other location should be at Kaladi itself. Later, Swamigal asked him to use the technique of carbon dating to find the age of the sand at these two locations. The geologist performed the exercise as is instructed by Swamigal and provided the results, which was that the sand taken from the first location was of age more than 100,000 years, whereas the sand from the second location in Kaladi, close to Adi Shankara's home, was about 2,500 years. Dhanyavadaha.
Thank you, Adya. You narrated very well and brought in that geologist viewpoint also. But what is the message you get from this story? Shankaracharya story?
Open to all.
Anybody? Anyone? What did he do?
Mama, can I
Shankara-
answer?
Huh?
Mama, can I start?
Nobody else?
What was the question?
The message that from you learned from this. Huh?
Mama,
This
can I start?
I tell Hanya.
Amma, can I sign this on?
Anya, then Virat, and after that Sai. Yeah, all three of you tell. Anya?
You should always help your mother.
Ah, yes. He brought the river closer to their house to help his mother.
Yes,
Anything else?
Virat?
Mama, with devotion to the mother, and if he with full devotion pray to God, anything is truly possible.
Yeah, very good. Very good.
Sai, you want to say?
Amma, whenever you pray, you have to pray with thought in your mind.
Amma, can I say? Amma, can I say V Vaishnavi?
Yes, V Vaishnavi.
Amma, with God's grace, anything is possible.
Very good, very good. Who else wanted to say?
Amma, can I say?
What is
But
the name?
Purpose should be a noble one.
Amma, me.
Yeah, go ahead. Grahit, go ahead.
Amma, be respectful to mother.
Okay,
Very good, very good. Okay.
Okay. Next, we have Subhashitam by Vishnu.
Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Today I will present two Subhashitams. The first one is on time management. Nashtam dravyam labhyate kashtasadhyam. Nashta vidya labhyate abhyasayukta. Nashtarogyam supacharaihi susadhyam. Nashta velayagata sagataiva. The meaning is, one can get back the lost money by hard work. The forgotten knowledge can be regained by practice. The lost health can be improved by treatment. However, the time once gone is gone forever. I will repeat the Subhashitam again. Nashtam dravyam labhyate kashtasadhyam. Nashta vidya labhyate abhyasayukta. Ashtarogam supacharaihi susadhyam. Nashta velaya gata sagataiva. The next Subhashitam, please. The next Subhashitam is on humility. Sampurna kumbho nakaroti shabdam. Ardo gato ghoshamupeti noonam. Vidvan kulino nakaroti garbam. Mudastu jalpanti gunervihinaha. Meaning is, a completely filled pot will not make any noise, whereas a half-filled pot will make noise. The learned people do not pride themselves on their accomplishments, but fools prattle as if devoid of efficacy. I will repeat the Subhashitam again. Sampurna kumbho nakaroti shabdam. Ardo gato ghoshamapeti noonam. Vidvan kulino nakaroti garvam. Mudastu jalpanti gunervihinaha. Thank you. Dhanyavadaha.
Thank you, Vishruta. Very well recited.
And explain the meaning also clearly. Message. Next is going to be a story by Hasini. The story has been taken from Panchatantra.
Amma, do I have to share the screen, right?
Yes, you can do.
If you
be
can,
able.
you do. Else,
I'll One second, Amma. Today, Amma, are you able to see this?
yes, Hasini, go ahead.
Today, I'm going to say a story called as The Greedy Bird from the Panchatantra tale. The Greedy Bird.
The king of the birds took his flock to the Himalayas in search of food. Once in the flock, the king explained to all the birds, saying that if someone finds food, they need to share it with all others. But when all others left, there was a selfish and greedy bird. It flew to the nearby village and sat on a tree. Then she spotted a carts. She spotted a carts full of grains. She was very excited. She thought to herself, "Look at all the grains on the road. What a feast! I won't even tell the king about this find." The greedy crow thought like this, and then she flew down to eat some of the grains. But then, when she was eating the grains, she thought to herself, "What if one of the others should fly this way and see the grains?" Then, after a few minutes, it ate a little few more seeds and then flew away. She flew back to the flock, and then her friends who were waiting for her asked her, "You've been away for a long time. Do you have any luck?" She says, "No, not at all. In fact, I nearly lost my life." Then she explained the story. Then she explained all that happened there. She told her friends that when she was picking and eating the grains from the ground, a cart which was coming in a high speed nearly smashed her. Then later she told them it's very dangerous and told them not to go there. Then she informed even to the king about this incident, and the king warned all the flock not to go to the way. After that, she peacefully went back to the ground, to the place where she found the seeds and started to eat. She thought, "That was clever of me. I have all these grains now, and I did not even tell a single person to come here with me." Suddenly, when she was eating, she didn't notice a cart coming, but she thought, "It's a long way. That's enough for me to peck a few seeds and then fly away." By the time she was thinking this, what she didn't knew was that it was an express cart. By the time she saw the cart again, the cart rushed towards her. Then nobody knew what happened. After a few days, the king of the flock got suspicious and sent a few informers to find about the greedy bird. Then the informers said the king that she's dead. We found her on the highway. A cart must have run over her. The petty king went to see her, but she was smashed into pieces. But the king could not do anything about this. Thank you. I would like to ask a few questions about this story. Question number 1. Which place did the king take the flock in search of food?
Can I say?
Grahit, yes.
Ma'am, the Himalayas.
Yes, Himalaya. Correct. Where did the greedy bird go and what did it see there?
In Vedant, sir. Vedant Junior.
Yes, Vedant, Junior Vedant.
He saw some grain.
On the highway.
On which highway?
I don't know.
Highway of a nearby village. What happened to the greedy bird at end? And why do you think it happened?
Hania.
Yes, Hania.
It was taken from temple.
Voice is not very clear, Hania. Anybody else? Yeah.
It was selfish from the selfish thinking. He should only have that. So that time
The paint card came and master.
Your voice is not very clear, Manya. Anybody else wants to say? Virat wants to say?
Amma, basically, we should have a lot of gratitude. And the wrong thing that the bird did was it basically found the seeds. There was probably enough for the whole thing, but it was so greedy, and that cost it its life.
Uh, yes, correct. What happened to the greedy bird at the end?
It died.
Yeah. The last and final question. What is the moral of the story?
Anybody else?
Mama, Tanu wants to say.
Amma, you should never be greedy.
Yes, very good, Vedant. Okay, thank you, Hasini, for the beautiful presentation. You are with slides, bringing out the moral. What happens when you are too greedy? Well presented.
Thank you.
Now we go over to Sanskrit presentations. Uma, will you call out the names? Hania, Kushi, then V. Vaishnavi.
Yes, Amma.
Mom, can you hear me?
First, Hania. Hania, agachatu. Vadat.
Agachita. Mantra. Patami samskritam nityam vadami samskritam sada dhyayami samskritam samya vande samskritamataram vande samskritamataram.
गीतम् अम्ब अम्ब आगच्छ आनय आनय आप्रबलम् इष्टम् इष्टम् निदं परम् अर्प Mom, can you hear me? Mom, can you hear me?
Yes, ma. Yes, ma. We are hearing.
अम्बा अम्बा आगच्छ आनय आनय आप्रफलम् इष्टम् इष्टम् निदं पदम् ईश्वराय अर्पयितुम् परगीतम् रामः लिखति आ आ इ रामः लिखति आ आ इ कृष्णक लिखति उ उ रु रु कृष्णक लिखति उ उ उ रु बाला लिखति ए ऐ ओ औ बाला लिखति ए ऐ ओ औ अम्मः लिखति गोपीनाथः अम्मः लिखति गोपीनाथः
Very good, Hania. Very good. Next, V. Vaishnavi. Agachatu. Vadatu, ma. The story.
Hari Om, Amma.
Agachatu.
Amma, can I present the screen?
Yeah, you can go ahead and present.
One second, Amma. Hari Om. Today, I'm going to tell the story on the power of perseverance. Prayatnasya Vaishishtyam. The power of perseverance. Can you see the next slide? Ekam Brihat Patram Asti. There was a huge cooking vessel. Patre Takram Asti. The vessel had buttermilk. Patre Mandukadvayam Patati. 2 frogs fell into the vessel. Patrasya Vishalatam Drishtva Ekah Mandukah Chintayati. Aho Patram Bahu Vishalam Asti. Katham va bahihi gacchami iti. Seeing the vessel, how huge it was, one frog wondered to himself that the vessel is very wide. How am I supposed to escape from the vessel? सः मण्डूकः तरणं करोति. He started swimming. किञ्चिदेव प्रयत्नं करोति स्म. But he tried to swim only for a short while. पात्रतः बहिः गन्तुं न शक्नोमि इति निश्चयं करोति. The frog decided that he cannot escape from the vessel. तरणं स्थगति. So he stopped swimming. तत्र एव मरणं प्राप्नोति. And then he died. अपरः मण्डूकः अपि तरणं करोति. The other frog too started swimming as well. मरणपर्यन्तं प्रयत्नं करोति इति निश्चयं करोति. The other frog decided that I am going to try till my last breath. निरन्तरं प्रयत्नं करोति. He tried relentlessly. किञ्चित् एव कालानन्तरं सः श्रान्तः भवति. After some time he became tired. अनन्तरं सः अपि तत्र एव पतति स्म. And he too fell right there. परन्तु प्रातः उत्थाय द्वितीयः मण्डूकः पश्यति. But the next morning the second frog woke up and saw that सः उपरि प्लवते स्म. कथं प्लवते? He was floating. How was that possible? यदा तक्रपात्रे द्वितीयः मण्डूकः निरन्तरं तरितुं प्रयत्नं कृतवान् तदा तस्य अधः नवनीतम् उत्पन्नम् आसीत्. By swimming constantly, the second frog had churned the buttermilk and the butter had formed under him. नवनीतस्य प्लवनस्य कारणेन तस्य उपरि एषः मण्डूकः अपि प्लवते स्म. Since the butter floats, the frog on the butter floated as well. यः निरन्तरं प्रयत्नं करोति सः एव विजयं प्राप्नोति. धन्यवादः. Hi friends, can anyone tell the moral of this story?
Can I tell
This is Hasini.
Can I tell Virat?
Hasini.
Amma, can I say? Amma, can I say?
Rahit.
I say Virat.
Amma, this is Hasini.
Amma, Virat.
Hasini.
Amma, can
We'll give chance to everybody. First Grahit, then Hasini, then Virat.
Amma, never give up.
Very good. Hasini, want to say
We
something?
should never give up and we should try until we reach our goal.
Very good. Virat, you want to say?
Success and victory is only achieved once we give it our all.
Very good. Hania also wants to add to this.
Try again.
Try again. Very good. Anybody else also wants to add? Akshobhiram, you want to say? Yes.
We should try till we get.
Very good. Very nice. Yes, Uma ma'am.
वैष्णवी भवत्याः कथा बहु उत्तमम् आसीत् मा बहु उत्तमम् आसीत्. नेक्स्ट खुशी नेक्स्ट खुशी आगच्छतु वदतु.
So I'm going to tell you the days of the week in Sanskrit. Monday, Somavasarah. Tuesday, Mangalavasarah. Wednesday, Budhavasarah. Thursday, Guruvasarah. Friday, Shukravasarah. Saturday, Shanivasarah. Sunday, Ravivasarah. Now, I will be telling body parts name in Sanskrit. Sharira, Avaiha, Vaha. Keshaha, hair. Shiraha, head. Karna, ears. Balam, forehead. Netre, eyes. Galla, cheeks. Nasika, nose. Mukham, mouth. Danta, teeth. Oshtavu, lips. Chivva, tongue. Chibukam, chin. Griva, neck. Skandavu, shoulders. Vakshasthalam, chest. Udaram, stomach. Nabi, navel. Katihi, waist. Vrishtav, back. Urbarau, elbows. Manibandhav, wrists. Hastav, hands. Uru, thighs. Janahu, knees. Janga, legs. Padav, feet. Nakaha, nails. Prapad, toes. शरीरमेकं देवमन्दिरं स्वस्थं भवतु निरन्तरं स्वस्थं भवतु निरन्तरं. That means this body is a temple of God. May that always be healthy. Now I will be telling the Sanskrit names for fingers. So for them we say Angushtaha, index finger Tarjani, middle finger Madhyama, ring finger Anamika, little finger Kanishtika. धन्यवादः.
खुशी भवत्याः विषयः बहु उत्तमम् आसीत् मा बहु उत्तमम् आसीत्.
Just like
Samyak.
you explained Kushi very well.
Very well. Very well.
Come to the last item today, story by Vedant.
One second.
Vedant?
Vedant, you will be able to share. Okay, fine. Very good.
Harihi Om. Mama Nama Vedantah. Today I am going to be sharing a story about Varaha Avtaram. The story of Varaha Avtaram. Long, long ago, after the Pralaya, Brahma was busy doing the work of creation. At the same time, Bhumi Devi was submerged under the waters of the Pralaya. So when the first humans came, they needed to have a place to live. So that's why. So during that time, something came out of Brahma's nose. It was a boar, and it had started growing and growing and growing. Till it reached the size of a very large elephant. Then it jumped into the air and dived into the water. After that, it had also found Bhumi Devi. At the same time, an Asura who was known as Hiranyaksha wanted to fight with the Devas. He first went to Varuna Deva and asked him to fight. But Varuna told him that Vishnu was the only equal one to fight. So with the help of Narada, he found out where Vishnu was and he asked Vishnu for a fight. But Vishnu didn't care, as he had to bring Bhuvi Devi back up to the surface. Then, after bringing her back up, Hiranyaksha and Vishnu had a big long fight and for a few hours until the twilight hour. Then Vishnu quickly killed Hiranyaksha with his mace, and then he was known as Varaha Avtaram. So this is the story of the Varaha Avtaram, out of the Dashavtaras of Vishnu. Thank you.
Going to ask any question?
Yes, I do have.
Oh, quick.
First question. What was the name of the Asura who fought with Vishnu?
Amma, can I? Virat.
Yes, Virat.
Amma, Hiranyaksha.
Yes, that is correct. Second question. Why did Varaha Avtaram jump into the water?
Amma, can I? Virat.
Virat, wait. Anybody else wants to answer? Sai?
Amma, he dived into the water in search of Bhumi Devi.
Yes, that is correct. Third one. Who told Hiranyaksha where Vishnu was present?
Amma, can I? Virat.
Anya?
Narada. Yes, that is correct. The fourth question. What was the name of the animal in which Vishnu took form as Varaha Avatar?
Amma, can I? Virat.
Hasini.
Virat, you will get definitely you will get a chance.
Board.
Yeah, Hasini, come again.
Board. Yes, that is correct. And the final one is a quick one. This is related and unrelated at the same time. Okay. So, who was the brother of Hiranyaksha? Can anybody say?
Mama, can I Virat?
Okay, Virat, go ahead.
Is it Hiranyakashipu?
Yes, it is.
Very good.
Dhanyawadaha.
Very nice. Vedant, you took up this story. Many who don't even know about Varaha Avatar. I think today, whoever told the story, you have learned the technique from Hema ma'am. How to tell the story and how to ask questions. So you have learned from Hema ma'am. So I would like Hema ma'am to comment on all the stories done today. They have chosen their own stories and their own questions. So you comment upon whatever stories were there.
Exactly, Sudha. I was also thinking of the same thing. We could see Hema's style in all the stories. That was wonderful. Okay, Hema. Unmute, please.
Really wonderful stories. Today I sat like a student and I enjoyed. Today I was a student and you all were my teachers, my gurus. Okay, very beautiful. And you are better than my style, I would say. The way, the confidence, both English and Sanskrit stories I'll include. The confidence in which you told and the way you asked questions, interacted with the audience, fantastic. Well done, children. A big round of applause to all of you. Thank you.
We just develop a lot of confidence in you, to do these presentations.
Yes.
That is why we keep giving you chance like that, and they enjoy asking questions also. That is why. And today, special mention for Virat, Hasini, and Hania for answering most of the questions. They were so attentive and very quick to answer. And all the presentation, all of you did very well. Well done, children. Continue to attend the Sanskriti classes regularly. We keep getting more chances. Now I will ask Swamini Amma to say something.
I really enjoyed all the presentations. This is what we call as a quantum leap in learning. When you're regular and consistent and you have such wonderful teachers, my students who are so devoted, who are so consistent and so hardworking, and they prepare their lessons so well. But because of all their efforts, you have imbibed, something from their atmas, I feel, from the qualities of their minds also. And I can see over the years, there is a quantum jump in your learning. Quantum jump means, suddenly you jumped several levels in maturity or in style of narration or, depth of grasping power. So that is the wonder, I would say, of our Sanatana Dharma, of course, and all the rishis who are blessing our efforts. And that is why 4 kripas we always talk about, no? Atma kripa, Ishvara kripa, Guru kripa, Shastra kripa. They're really one. But we have to start with Atma kripa, like Vishruta, how beautifully she presented the Subhashitams. They are gems of our Sanatana Dharma. And Vaishnavi, of course, she can already be a Sanskrit teacher, I feel. It's so perfect, her pronunciation, isn't it, Lakshmi Mami?
Yes, Amma.
Pronunciation.
Excellent.
And
Yes, excellent.
of course, I know she's learning from some site, Sanskrit Bharati. And so, our blessings and congratulations to all of you. And the juniors, of course, they are truly wonderful. They are present in most of the sessions. And, they are also doing all the shlokas very well, the daily shlokas and all. Now, you all know that end of May, we are going to an ashram, beautiful place in Coimbatore, near the hills, foothills. And we are going to have a very nice time, 3 days, immersion in all this, quizzes and painting and, all the stories, more stories will be there. And some of you are coming and others, please make up your mind. We are going to pray that somehow a miracle happens and all of you will be there. Okay? There is plenty of space and, it will be a nice time to meet in person, isn't it? our wonderful teachers. You can meet them all in person. And something even more happens, when you meet in real time, not in virtual space. And but you're all learning very well, even in the virtual space. So I'm happy with that. And thank you. And now even Lakshmi Mami is going to give her blessings.
Yes, children, you all presented everything so nicely, excellently. And Vedant's last question was very interesting. Related and not related. He was laughing and asking that last question. Vedant, I also have got a last question, related and not related. You said, no, it is Hiranyakashipu. And what is that avatara? Which avatara killed Hiranyakashipu?
Amma Narasimha Swami.
I asked Vedant. By the time everybody has started, everybody knows everything about Dashavatara. Eh? Very nice. All of you learned so many things from our Itihasas and Puranas, and Sanskritam presentations was very, very nice. Thanks to Uma ma'am. She taught them very well. And you all have practiced very well. That's why you could do. Otherwise, it is not possible.
Yeah.
So thank you very much, children. So nice. Keep it up. And let us look forward to see you all in person. Who are all coming to summer camp? We can meet each other in person. Okay.
And
thank you
for
so
me,
much.
Yeah. For all of us, it was a delight to listen to the Gita Dhyana shlokas. So nice, that we have been chanting adults for so many sessions. And for the first time, I'm hearing all the children chant it so well. And all the credit goes to Lakshmi Mami. And how patiently, not only that, but Vishnu Sahasranama, Stotrams, So on Adi Shankara Day, that is next Friday, please chant all the Stotrams you have learnt, especially on Adi Shankara. Okay? And have a wonderful Jayanti on Friday. And stay cool and stay safe. Enjoy in your hometown or wherever you are. And we'll meet you very soon in the Varsha Kalam in June, right? Any dates there, Samya?
First week of June, Amma.
Yeah.
First Sunday.
Maybe it's the 4th. Okay, whatever. First Sunday of the June. Huh?
Yeah.
And I don't know if we can live stream from Coimbatore, but we will share all our updates in the group.
Yeah. Recording we can share.
Yes. Thank you.
Shall we close, Amma?
Yes, please.
Yeah. Yes. So thank you very much, children. Let us close. Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Amma.
Thank you.